fourth row. Thank you.
As a director or cast, did you take any influence from the 1939 version?
Was there an influence from the 1939 version?
Yes.
Yes, I think we all loved the 1939 version, and this movie is almost trying to be a love poem to that film. I think it affected all of us in different ways. For me, it was the scariest picture ever made, and the sweetest picture ever made, and the greatest musical ever made. So it affected us. I think it's one of the three influences in the look of the picture. I'd say Denslow's drawing from the original Baum books are one of the influences. The Disney films, the animated films in the 30s, the whimsical backgrounds Stromberg, our production designer, delved deeply into to influence his work on this. And the Wizard of Oz film was the third visual influence. And you know, the looks of many things regarding the film, so it was a big influence for us.
And for the cast, did you draw on the 1939 film as well, or did you, like James, dig into the books as well? Zac, let's start with you.
I had never read the books, so I don't know. It's tricky for me to answer because I'm creating this new character, whereas I'm maybe the witches could answer because there's something to look to. So I mean, I guess if anything, I saw the monkey as being the comic relief in a way that that the animals, the lion and the scarecrow and the Tin Man were. So it was sort of the physical comedy of it all. I think there was a couple of subtle places where Sam and I found to put in some fun physical comedy that was an homage to those three characters.
And Michelle?
Well, Sam and I had a conversation at when we were in rehearsals, because I wanted to know if I was going to talk in a funny voice and wear like a big pink dress. And Sam was made a really great point, which was that Glinda in the original movie, there's a reason that she doesn't go on the yellow brick road with Dorothy and her friends. It's because she doesn't need anything, and that makes her a little bit one-dimensional. And he wanted to bring out her more human qualities. So the original film was an inspiration, has always been an inspiration, but it wasn't really like my jumping off point. The books were valuable to me.
Okay. And Rachel and Mila, the same question. Did you draw upon the films or the books or both?
My character Evanora is not in the books, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I couldn't draw inspiration from the book. She's a made-up character by the screenplay writer and by Sam and by
Screenplay writer, yeah.
Yeah.
Bear and Mitchell Kapner.
They made her up. So so it was just I guess in the original in the 1939 film, her feet sticking out from under the house. So
Did you
I
take
guess
inspiration from her feet?
Zac, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Those ruby slippers.
I noticed.
inspired me.
If anyone else
Yeah.
didn't notice, I noticed.
I internalized the slippers and changed them into black leather lace-up boots because that's more Evanora's speed.
And Mila?
The truth is no, I didn't, because I didn't want to emulate or imitate or do anything that would take away from the iconic character that was so created wonderfully and beautifully and will always remain so iconic. What I was given was a gift of a backstory. And so given the origin of the character and humanizing her in a way and rooting her, I mean, she's very simple. If you look at it, it's just a girl who gets her heart broken, who doesn't know how to deal with pain, takes the easy way out, numbs the pain, and has an emotional transformation that just so happens to be mirrored with a physical one. And the second that she became human to me is when it made sense. Everything else was kind of very secondary. She's, a woman scorn who just so happens to know how to fly. And that's the truth. I would never dare try to emulate something that's so beyond iconic.
There's a gentleman here in the front.